Hello everyone. Think of this. If life were a massive game of dodgeball, Sigma females would be the players effortlessly avoiding every ball thrown at them. They don't need heavy emotional shields or hide behind invisible barriers. Instead, they use a quiet kind of self-protection, staying calm while everything around them gets caught up in drama, deceit, and the kind of troubles you'd see in a cheesy movie. Sigma females don't start conflicts, but they certainly don't lose them. They follow a special strategy that doesn't depend on cliché encouragement or repetitive slogans. They don't have to keep saying they're strong and independent because their actions speak for them. While others are entangled in the mess of trying to fit in or deal with tricky social situations, Sigma females simply step aside. They remain untouched because they know how to play by their own rules, which is not as you might expect. In essence, they are the undercover warriors of managing emotions, skillfully evading nonsense, finding humor in turmoil, and always emerging unharmed. Let's explore how they manage this. Let's get going, friends. To really understand, I suggest you watch the video from start to finish and share your thoughts in the comments. Number 1. Transforming no into a powerful tool for setting firm limits. The word no is often overlooked in English, yet Sigma females have perfected its use. It's not merely a way to reject something, it's a vital method for guarding themselves. Sigma females don't use no carelessly. Instead, they use it deliberately. Their no isn't about being uncooperative or elusive. It's about cutting out people, tasks, and distractions that don't match their ambitions or principles. Unlike many who feel bad when they refuse, Sigma females don't. They are experts at shielding their time, energy, and calmness effortlessly. For them, it's not personal, it's essential. They know that each yes they give means a bit of their energy is used up. Therefore, they save their yes for things that really add value to their lives, not just for immediate satisfaction or obligations they might regret. When a Sigma female declines, she does so with intention. She doesn't offer lengthy justifications or apologies. Her refusal is swift, direct, and definitive. She sets boundaries so clear and firm that others dare not challenge them. Even if others try to guilt them into agreeing, Sigma females remain unaffected. For them, no is not just a word. It's a powerful tool that keeps their lives focused, their energy preserved, and their peace undisturbed. Number 2. Recovering quickly without saying sorry. Sigma females don't just sit idle when times get tough. They don't wait for others to notice their struggles or need sympathy from anyone. Instead, they simply pick themselves up and move on without any fuss or need to explain. They don't seek approval or sympathy to recover. Life may knock them down, but getting back up is just a normal part of their routine, not something to boast about or share for attention. What truly stands out is their firm decision to handle their recovery without considering how others might feel about it. They don't worry about whether others think they're moving too quickly or boldly. They rebuild their lives on their own terms and don't feel they owe anyone an explanation. They're not interested in explaining why they feel ready to advance, nor do they reduce their pace to make others comfortable. When Sigma females rise, they come back even stronger, more precise, and more focused than before. It's as if life pushed them, and instead of falling, they used that push to leap forward even more. They don't ask for permission or feel guilty for becoming stronger. For Sigma females, resilience means more than just getting by. It means flourishing without regrets and leaving any doubters behind, amazed at how seamlessly they managed it. Number 3. building mental tools instead of barriers. Sigma females don't just sit around and wait to defend themselves against obstacles in life. They actively confront them. Rather than constructing mental barriers to protect themselves, they develop mental tools to slice through the mess. They understand that always being on defense only takes you so far, so they hone their minds like a knife, ready to act when necessary. Their responses are swift, their emotional distance is deliberate, and they can see through people's motives as if they're reading a book with no cover. Tricky deception, not a chance. Sigma females are already ahead of the game before anyone else even begins. They're not shy about making the first move either. If someone is trying to deceive or trick them, they nip it in the bud, without a second thought. This isn't about being unnecessarily tough or cold. It's about survival. Sigma females realize that sometimes being proactive is the best form of defense, and sitting around waiting to be harmed or exploited isn't their approach. What distinguishes them is their keen insight. They pick up on subtle details that most overlook, and they use this insight as their secret weapon. While others are still piecing things together, the Sigma female has already planned her approach, and she isn't waiting for an attack. She's already made her move, calmly and efficiently. In a world where many people are busy building walls, Sigma females are crafting the mental equivalent of swords, sharp, precise, and ready to sever ties, ideas, or people that don't benefit them. We value you, our precious supporters, for being an integral part of our community. Your unwavering dedication inspires us and drives our commitment to creating impactful content. Thank you for your trust, interaction, and motivation. It means the world to us. Number 4. Becoming skilled in being mysterious. Sigma females understand that in a world where people share too much, keeping things private is a real strength. They are experts at staying mysterious on purpose. The less others know about them, the less chance there is for anyone to use that information against them. People who like to manipulate, spread rumors, or pry into others' business need to know your thoughts, reactions, and plans to use them to their advantage. However, Sigma females don't give them that advantage. They don't feel compelled to share every detail of their lives with just anyone. Instead, they are fine with others being curious or even misunderstanding them. Why do they do this? Because it's easier to manage what people know about you when you're the only one sharing your story. Speaking less means others have to try harder to understand you, and most won't make the effort since many people prefer straightforward answers. This approach naturally keeps people at bay without any confrontation. People can't target what they can't grasp, nor can they anticipate an action that hasn't been disclosed. While others are busy exposing their lives, Sigma females navigate through life discreetly, choosing carefully what to reveal and when. It's not just about keeping secrets. It's about maintaining control. And when you manage the story, you dictate the outcome. Number 5. Choosing not to be seen as a victim. Sigma females don't play the casualty role. They naturally avoid sitting around feeling sorry for themselves or blaming others when things get tough. While some might use their troubles to get attention or sympathy, Sigma females see that as a pitfall. They realize that by acting like a victim, they let others control their lives. While sympathy might feel nice for a moment, it's only temporary and solves nothing. Instead, they quickly switch to solving the problem. Faced with a setback? Okay, what's the solution? It doesn't matter who is to blame. They don't waste time on self-pity or dramatic scenes. They're too occupied with finding solutions and moving ahead. They definitely feel distress and resentment, but they don't dwell on it. And because they don't indulge in playing the victim, Nobody can manipulate them with pity. There are those who like to come in and save you, only to remind you about it later. Sigma females don't need saving. They manage their own issues, which leaves no room for manipulators to gain influence. By not getting stuck in their problems or pointing fingers, they keep control of their story. They're not waiting for a savior or seeking approval to rise again. They simply pick themselves up, silently and as they see fit. Number 6. Staying ahead of being predictable. Sigma females are like a mystery that's never fully unraveled, and they prefer it that way. Being predictable is a disadvantage, and they are aware of it. If others can predict what you will do next, they can prepare for it, take advantage of it, or even turn it against you. Sigma females avoid this by being adaptable, constantly altering their routines, reactions, and the way they handle obstacles. You think you've figured out what they'll do next. Think again. They're already far ahead, taking actions that catch everyone by surprise. This behavior isn't just random, it's calculated. They don't want people to feel too sure that they understand them. If someone is expecting quiet, they might be met with a bold statement. If someone thinks they will react strongly, they might face only a cool detachment instead. This knack for changing tactics keeps others guessing, ensuring no one can emotionally or psychologically pinpoint them. It's like a brainy game of cat and mouse, where the Sigma female plays both roles, mastering the whole scenario. While others are busy trying to figure them out, Sigma females are moving on to the next challenge, unaffected and carefree. By holding their strategies close and never revealing the same side of themselves, they make sure no one gains the advantage. This unpredictability acts like a shield, protecting them from any attacks they haven't already foreseen or dodged. By maintaining this mystery and constantly changing, they stay undefeatable, always one step ahead of any attempt to understand or control them. Number 7. Embracing flexibility over stiffness. Sigma females understand that life is unpredictable and doesn't always go as planned. Rather than forcefully pushing through every situation, they take a more adaptable approach. They know that being too stiff can cause problems, so they use flexibility as their main strategy. When unexpected challenges come their way, they don't just stand still and take the hit. Instead, they adapt, move along, and emerge even stronger. This doesn't mean they're easily swayed or don't stand firm in their beliefs. In fact, they're strong because they can change their approach without losing their identity. While others might stubbornly stick to how things are supposed to be, Sigma females adjust to the reality of the situation. This adaptability not only saves them energy, but also helps them excel, no matter the circumstances. Their ability to go with the flow lets them stay calm in chaotic situations. If plans unravel, they don't despair. They see it as a chance to try a new path and continue forward. This flexibility also makes them unpredictable, which means it's difficult for others to anticipate their actions or throw them off balance. Their knack for navigating around difficulties rather than confronting them head-on keeps them tough and unshaken. They may bend under pressure, but their core strength remains intact. Number 8. Leaving situations while maintaining self-respect. When Sigma females decide to leave, it isn't loud or filled with drama. It's a quiet yet strong realization that they deserve something better. They don't need to make a big scene with fireworks or heartfelt speeches. Instead, they calmly evaluate the situation and see if it matches their values and self-respect. If it doesn't, they quietly fade away. No big exit without remorse. They have become experts at letting go, and that's their real power. In a world where people often look for closure or approval, Sigma females stand apart. They don't look for others' approval to feel confident in their decision to leave. They avoid chasing after people or situations that wear them down or make them feel small. This ability to detach is truly powerful. It helps them leave smoothly and move on without being held back by lingering concerns or unsettled matters. Rather than holding on to what might have been, they take pride in recognizing their value and sticking to it. They might leave a situation, but they keep their dignity. When they walk away, they do so confidently, leaving behind anything that doesn't benefit them. They know life is too short to spend on things that don't lift them up, and they won't settle for anything beneath their worth. Number 9. Establishing firm mental limits. Sigma females handle their intellectual vitality in a special way by creating strong intellectual limits. They're not only choosy about who they hang out with, they're extremely thoughtful about it. For them, conversations are valuable. Each talk must bring something good to their lives or help them grow. If it doesn't, they're quick to end it, just like getting rid of an unflattering trim. They know that every chat takes a certain amount of concentration and emotional energy, and they don't want to spend those on useless talk or harmful interactions. Casual chat, that's not for them. They prefer discussions that excite their minds and make them think differently. If someone drags them into negativity or unnecessary drama, they smoothly exit the conversation, disappearing like a magician. This habit doesn't just save their intellectual vitality, it boosts them. When Sigma females have meaningful talks, they flourish. They leave these conversations energized, not exhausted, because they've spent their time well. It's not about being unfriendly, it's about knowing their boundaries and appreciating their mental space. They understand that being around positive and challenging people helps them grow. In a world where there are lots of distractions and draining people, Sigma females remain solid, protecting their mental power and making sure each interaction has a purpose. They guard their minds and believe that keeping these mental limits is essential for succeeding in life. Number 10. They try to be unreadable. Sigma females are really good at keeping people guessing by never being too predictable. They know that if someone can guess what they'll do next, they might take advantage of them. Instead of always following a set plan, they change their actions and feelings to suit the situation. This isn't about being inconsistent. It's a thoughtful way to keep themselves safe. Think of it like a chess match where, just as you think you understand what your opponent will do next, they change their approach. Sigma females might deal with stress through jokes one day and with quiet confidence the next. This randomness keeps others from figuring them out and using their feelings against them. They don't just react. They watch, learn, and adapt. By keeping their behavior flexible, Sigma females develop a strong emotional shield that's hard to break through. Whether in relationships, at work, or in daily life, they can shift smoothly, steering clear of the traps that come with being too predictable. Others might expect them to fall apart under pressure or behave in a typical way, but they're ready with different responses. This adaptability doesn't just guard them, it gives them power. It lets them set the pace and tone of their interactions. When they run into conflict or challenges, Sigma females handle it with elegance, making sure they dodge or lessen any potential harm. They are a testament to how uncertainty can serve as a powerful shield against emotional pain. Number 11. Rising above self-centeredness. Sigma females handle their pride in a special way. They don't allow their ego to control their choices or how they react. While many people often make decisions based on their pride, which can lead to hurt feelings and a shaky sense of self-worth, Sigma females see things from a higher viewpoint. They ignore the need for personal approval and confidently deal with life's challenges, seeing things clearly without being affected by pride or insecurity. Because they don't let their pride get in the way, Sigma females find it easier to handle social situations. They can accept constructive criticism without taking it personally, and they can be happy for others without feeling jealous. Where many might get upset if their ideas are questioned, Sigma females view it as a chance to improve, avoiding the emotional pitfalls that catch those who are controlled by pride. When they encounter betrayal or disappointment, they're less likely to fall into self-doubt or bitterness. Instead of dwelling on negative feelings, they think things over and learn, treating each situation as an opportunity to grow. Their emotional strength comes from knowing that they don't need others' approval to feel valuable. They are enough by themselves. This enlightened attitude gives them a calmness and inner strength that many lack. They don't look for others' approval or feel the need to prove anything. As a result, Sigma females can genuinely follow their ambitions and desires, free from the burdens of ego. This freedom lets them navigate life with both poise and elegance. Number 12. Harnessing the power of solitude. Sigma females have a profound appreciation for solitude, recognizing it as a wellspring of strength and self-discovery. Unlike many who might feel uneasy in the silence of their own company, Sigma females relish these moments as essential for their mental and emotional rejuvenation. Solitude is their sanctuary, where they can escape the relentless demands of a socially connected world and engage in deep introspection. In these quiet hours, away from the gaze and expectations of others, they build resilience and clarity of thought. This time alone is not spent idly. It's a period of intense personal development where they strategize, plan, and envision their next moves. They emerge from their solitude not only recharged, but also more centered and aligned with their true intentions. The solitude they cherish acts as a reset button, recalibrating their inner compass and reaffirming their path with renewed vigor and a clear mind. Number 13. Embracing change as a constant companion. Change for Sigma females is not a storm to be weathered, but a wind to be sailed. Their adaptability is remarkable, allowing them to navigate life's inevitable shifts with grace and agility. They view each new challenge as an opportunity to learn and grow, never shrinking back in fear, but stepping forward with curiosity. This openness to change is deeply embedded in their life philosophy, which acknowledges that life is a series of evolutions, each one a chance to expand and transform. Sigma females keep their life narrative fluid, making them perpetually relevant and engaged with the times. By embracing change, they ensure they are never obsolete, but always evolving, always at the forefront of their own lives. Their readiness to adapt is coupled with an ability to see ahead, anticipating shifts and preparing to meet them head-on. This proactive approach to life keeps them dynamic and unflappable, no matter what twists the plot may take. Number 14. Cultivating selective connectivity. In a world that prizes wide networks and constant connectivity, Sigma females take a strikingly different approach. They cultivate selective connectivity. They understand that true connection is not measured by the length of one's contact list, but by the depth and quality of those relationships. Each interaction is chosen with care, ensuring that the people in their circle add value, depth, and mutual respect to their lives. This selective engagement allows them to build a network that is more akin to a close-knit tribe than a broad but superficial social web. The relationships they foster are characterized by deep trust, intellectual stimulation, and genuine support. qualities that are rare in more expansive networks. By keeping their circle tight and intentional, Sigma females create a powerful personal ecosystem that supports their ambitions and mirrors their own integrity and authenticity. This approach not only conserves their emotional energy, but also enriches their lives with meaningful interactions that inspire and uplift them, reinforcing their paths towards personal and professional fulfillment. In a world full of drama and over-the-top characters, Sigma females make their way with a mix of strength and cleverness. They don't just get by, they excel by using their sharp minds and strong emotions to stay unscathed. Whether they are setting firm personal boundaries like a knight with a sword, or changing their reactions like a quick-change artist, they've designed a way of life that puts them firmly in control. Instead of being knocked down by life's highs and lows, they recover with the poise of a skilled gymnast. They know when to step away from harmful situations, leaving with their pride intact and a few puzzled faces wondering what just happened. While others get caught up in meaningless conflicts, Sigma females are out there living their best lives, focusing on what's important to them. At the end of the day, they know that staying unharmed doesn't mean dodging all pain. It means learning how to navigate through the mess without tripping over their own feet. So, if you're curious about how they manage it, just remember, they've become pros at keeping their spirits up and their pride in check amidst life's circus. Sigma females aren't just part of the act. They're running the show, handling challenges with a wink and a smile, all while making sure the spotlight remains on them, not the chaos. Thanks everyone for watching. Catch you in the next video. Bye, stay blessed, and as always, until next time.